that night, reaping a grim harvest of horror. He dragged the body down the stairs to the kitchen, put him into the icebox. The maniac killer was doomed by the crimson hatchet. He held in his blood-drenched hand. Blood-drenched hands. They got him in the end. The end.
Ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, boys and girls, ghosts and ghouls, I'm Scary Gary, and joining me today, as always, is Spooky Sammy.
What's up? What's going on?
Eerie Aaron.
Hey guys.
And Juicy Jeff.
The juiciest. Hey guys, how you doing?
We are Division 3 AM, and this is the Aftermath Podcast. We are coming to you today with our follow-up from our investigation at the Anatomy of Death Museum. We got a little bit of evidence, and we're going to talk about our experience and time there. But first, before we get to that, we're going to go right into the beer of the show, which isn't just one beer, because we're doing this on a new platform now. And we're all doing it remotely, so we all got our own beer. I'm drinking this Jolly Pumpkin so far. So good, goes A. It is a strawberry, lime, and mint goes A. What do you guys got?
I've got Blizzberry from Ryan Geist. It's pretty good. Just tastes like blueberry, blueberry and cherries and apples, which I probably shouldn't be drinking it because of the cherries, but we'll deal with that.
Don't go into any type of allergy.
Anaphylactic shock.
It only closes a little bit. It's all right.
What do you got, Jeff? Oh, it's Aaron, what do you got?
Aaron, what you got?
So
What
I
is
have,
that?
it's a dessert sour ale by Frog. It's a raspberry chocolate ice cream
Frog.
beer.
Damn.
I'm throwing mine out. Fuck this.
Yeah, fuck
that.
this.
Can I get some of that? I want some of
It's
that.
6%, and when you guys come to visit, I will take you guys here.
Hell yeah, we're
Alright.
good.
That's the one in Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got
It looks so good.
It does. Good. I also have something from Ryan Geist. I have Glow, which is a fruited sour. Alright.
Is it
It's
sour?
Ryan Geist. It's Ryan
It's
Geist.
not that sour.
No.
It's from
It's
Cincinnati.
got a little sour, not that sour.
What's the percentage?
This baby is, I don't know, hang on. 4.5. Nothing major.
So it's
Mine's
just like a summer day, like mowing the lawn, drinking a sour.
Except I didn't mow the lawn today, like I should have.
Mine's a
you need to buy-
5.7.
You need to buy your white
5.7.
white Nauticas before you cut the lawn.
I'll be drinking this later, though. This is a lemon shandy. And
Oh, I like that one.
It's only 4.5.
What are you drinking right now, Gary?
I'm drinking this Jolly Pumpkin Gose.
Oh yeah, I like Jolly Pumpkin. Me and Sam ended up there on a random
We
shopping trip,
did.
but we didn't buy anything except beer.
No, we didn't. We found World of Beer, and that was over. It was over. So good. So many beers.
Well, we're not going to wait to the end of the show to talk about if we like these beers or not, because we always forget to do that. So let's just take our sips now and decide if they're good.
10 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
I'll give this a 9 out of 10.
Let me give this like a 6.
Like a 6.
It's okay. It's not great. It's also warm right now. It doesn't help.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not good.
You guys got the warm beers? What? Y'all drinking warm beer?
No, we just waited so long for you that we ended up with our beers getting warm.
Comes pulling her with a fucking pizza.
I like my
That pizza
coffee
was cold.
iced and my beer's warm, you know?
My beer's cold and my pizza's cold.
We were trying to be German today.
Yeah, we were. I'm almost out of beer, so how do I get another one?
I brought extras with me just so I don't gotta get up.
Rasputin!
Rasputin!
But
He's got a saddle lined with beers.
It's got the Saint Bernard cask on his chest.
What's he doing?
Carrying it
Is
around
he,
his
is he
neck.
doing good? Is he doing good?
he's looking at me like I'm nuts. He's not bringing you a beer.
Oh.
That's sad. Anyway, guys, so we went out to Mount Clemens and we visited the Anatomy of Death Museum. It was all of our second time there, and it was our first ever investigation where we weren't investigating the actual location. We were investigating the chance of haunted items, which was kind of weird for us to adjust to. Like
Cool.
yeah, it was cool.
Definitely.
It's like, when we started, we really didn't even know what questions to ask. Like, we were just sitting there, like, this is weird. We're just talking to random items instead of a haunted location. But the location might be haunted because someone did die there.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, that was the room we set up for our little home base. Somebody had died in there, was like left in there for a whole weekend, and they found him in there then. And he didn't know this when he bought the place. He just found out by, what was it, like a detective or a police officer or something that had handled that case.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she told him about it. And I guess like the stain of the body is still in the cement underneath the carpet that they have in there. We didn't get to see that. That would have been cool to see, but we didn't see it.
Let me just peel it up a little bit.
Yeah, we just stood on it. Stood on the carpet. We were standing over a body stain. So it could be haunted in the actual building. We don't know. But there's so many items there from so many different places in history, so many different places in time, so many different cultures. And it is, regardless of how many times you go there, it's overwhelming. There's just so much in there. So much energy's coming from all different locations. And it's a feeling. You're going to get a feeling. I don't care if you don't get feelings. I think Jeff got a feeling in there.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
The first time we went, definitely. The first time we showed up there, he was saying how he was feeling kind of funny.
A lot of death in one place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hence Death Museum. He named it pretty good. Good job, Todd. We were going to have Todd as a guest on the show. I contacted him, and he never got back to me. We see you, Todd.
We see you.
We know where you work.
See you.
We sent you a care package, goddammit. You could have at least said no.
He's just a shy guy.
It's all right. We still love
Or
him.
a busy guy. He's a busy guy.
He is a busy guy. He was.
Yeah.
I saw he was.
He's not the kind of guy I want to get on the wrong side of, though, because he could easily dispose of my body. You know what I mean?
And display it with no
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, nobody would even question it.
They're like, so how did that one die? I know every detail of that.
Let me tell. And he probably knows how to weather the body so it looks like it's ancient.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah.
No boiling in Todd's shop.
I'm just, like, hidden in plain sight.
Like, where did Aaron go? Like, you're just like taxidermy in the corner.
The new documentary. Hidden in plain sight.
Like, look at this. Look at this short skeleton. Wonder who this was. Oh, that was a British lady.
I'm like screaming from the inside. I'm right here. I'm right here.
He's even gonna put one of the Division 3 AM shirts on you. Like he's gonna put it on your skeleton. Like
he's gonna make a wig out of your hair and put it over the skeleton. Like this one came with the full wig of its original hair.
No one would be the wiser.
So Todd stayed with us most of the night and joined in on some of our investigating. And his daughter was present. Daughter's name is
Alina,
I think.
Okay, I know it's a really pretty A name, but it's not a common name I hear, so easy to forget. But she was awesome. Like she investigated with us most of the time until she finally had to leave. She was a little scared at some points, but she stuck it out. She actually investigated with us and asked questions and sat in on most of our sessions. So that was pretty awesome. She's a cool little up-and-coming ghost hunter.
She is.
And by the time you see this, hopefully you'll have it. But we sent out a care package. I know you really liked dowsing rods, so we sent you some dowsing rods, a little photo of us investigating with you. We all signed it. And official Division 3 AM t-shirt on your way. So you can wear that and say, I ghost hunted with these guys in my dad's museum, and I wasn't scared.
And they were legit.
All the time.
They were the legit ghost hunting team. They didn't get scared and go hide in the parking lot after a half hour.
we should make shirts for people that like investigate with us that said, I didn't spooky dookie once.
I like it. That's a good one. Yeah, I like that.
I investigated with Division 3 AM, and I did not spooky dookie.
Not even once.
So they hung out with us, investigated for a bit, and eventually Todd had to take off. His daughter had to leave as well. We ended up having a lady who worked there, helped out there. She was a photographer that does photos there, and her husband come in and keep an eye on the place while we were still there. And her husband happened to be the drummer for a pretty known band. So I remember being a little starstruck because I didn't say shit to him the whole time.
No, I didn't either.
I didn't know. I was like, oh, that's really him. I don't know what to say. Except when he dropped those VHSs, I was like, you okay? And that's all I could say.
Cared about his well-being VHSs.
And we did hear that a member of that band did pass away recently. So I immediately thought back to being there and having that guy there. So our thoughts go out to you and your band and family and friends. That was pretty rough news. So I hope you guys are doing all right.
For Trevor.
All right, moving on to the investigation stuff. Experiences, feelings walking in. The first thing I noticed walking in, this time, there was no smell.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't notice it as much. It was like just a little bit, but not as strong.
I wonder if that's like an incense, maybe. Maybe you think?
No, that's no incense. I tasted that. Whatever that was, I tasted that. And I tasted it for days. In fact, I still occasionally will be sitting here and feel like I get a whiff of it. It has never left me ever since I went there the first time. No matter where I'm at, all of a sudden I'll be like, God damn, my nose still remembers that smell and plays it back on occasion. So it could have been a curse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a smell that you won't forget. And you know how scent is linked to memory? Mm-hmm. Like, when you smell that, you immediately think of that.
I had to change my vape juice flavor that I vaped all the time. I can't vape it anymore. It tastes like Todd's museum. And now that I know there was a bathroom back there, maybe Todd just dropped a huge ass dump and left it float.
Probably did.
No, it smelled like death. It smelled like death. It's just.
Speaking of that, Jeff did that to us when we were there.
Yeah.
Did not.
Yeah, spooky dookie.
Or funeral, I think is how you described it, Gary, right? Just
it was like the smell of death, but it had a sweet smell to it, like there was something trying to cover it. Who knows, maybe he did a pick that day or something and brought something in, and still had some smell to it, or maybe he spilled some formaldehyde or something. I don't know, but it was smelly. Maybe he does like I said before, like Disneyland, where they pump the scent of popcorn into the air and try to make you hungry to go buy stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe when it's open, he just pumps the smell of death in there through something and tries to give you that feeling. Because we were there after hours.
So it makes you want to die? Oh, yeah, we were.
So maybe that's why there was no smell. But if we ever go there again and it's well, I think you guys went before we did and you said it didn't smell like that.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
So the time I went, it smelled so bad it changed my life.
And the time Sam and I went, it was not that. I didn't smell it at all.
I didn't either. I felt heavy when I walked in there the first time, but I didn't smell anything like that.
So if you watch our little Michigan death trip and you hear me talking about the smell and then you go there and you're like, what the fuck, they lied. Maybe that was a 1 day only event and it just happened to be the day I was there, and I will forever have that smell just popping up randomly to me. It never goes away.
It wouldn't be the first time a 1 day only event thing we happen to end up in happens. So
true, that is true. So going in, I guess this round, I really didn't feel as creeped out because I knew what I was going to be expecting this time. I built myself up, kind of protected myself a little bit more, so I wasn't going to be feeling as much energy coming off of anything. I didn't get scratched this time or anything like that. Actually, it was just everything seemed a little more calm. It felt like there was energy there, but it was calm, cool, warm energy, just like interested in what we were doing. Didn't really feel anything dark or malevolent. All around, though, it was just a very cool, different, unique experience to investigate there and try to investigate.
I have a theory
items.
about that, though. So maybe it feels different when it's open as opposed to when it's closed, because maybe whatever is like attached. This may be Zach Baganing's it, but I'm just gonna say it. Like, it may be like there's so many people coming in and out during the day that they're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, so they're trying to put up their defenses and try to protect themselves from whatever is coming in. So, like, when the lights are out and it's just Todd in the building, they're like, okay, cool. I know this guy. Like, everything's cool. And, like, we came in and it was just us, and he like, welcomed us. So maybe they were just like, oh, okay, these people are cool. So it was chill. It wasn't, like, malevolent, like the feeling you get when you go there during the daytime, you know?
So with that description in my head, I get the vision of, like, we're walking in and there's like 100 ghosts behind Todd, and all at once they're leaning over Todd's back looking at us and they're going, friend, 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 friend.
Well, he did tell the story. He did tell the story how somebody told him he had an army of
like
ghouls behind him.
Army of ghouls.
Yeah, like
when he got that psychic reading.
Yep, he said he had an army of ghouls.
Yeah.
And that was after the first one walked off.
So maybe that's what it is.
And refused to read him.
Dude, I would be creeped out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just what I imagine. A bunch of ghosts asking if it's friend, and when he realizes, like, he invited us and we're cool, they were like, all right, calm down. Just calm down, guys. Everybody get back to your spaces.
Yeah, because when he came back there to investigate us, when we had his daughter back there with us and he came back, the Phasma box that we had going didn't really talk until he came back there. And then it was answering our questions like, okay, he's here now, it's cool. So, like, they notice who he is, so.
And they were like,
that was pretty cool.
They were like answering stuff related to him.
Yeah.
So, like, coincided with it. And then we got a little bit more activity pickup after that. But personally, my experience, I just had a good time. It was actually a lot of fun. It was something different to do than just investigating an empty place that might be haunted. Like, having all these items around and the chance for so many possibilities to come from it. It was just exciting all the way around. And then being able to spend that much time in the museum, unrestricted, I was able to see a lot more things in the museum that I had never noticed before. Like it was just one thing after another. In fact, we even had a name come up at some point in the investigation, and then a little bit later, I was looking at other stuff with the flashlight, and I see this gravestone marker underneath the table, and that was the name that was on the gravestone marker. And none
Yeah,
of
I
us
remember
noticed
that.
it before. None of us noticed it before that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Sam, what was your feelings and experiences on this go?
Well, it's pretty. Like when I walked in, it was definitely a different feeling than when the actual place is open. You just walk in and you just see so much stuff, and you just feel so much stuff, and it felt definitely different. It felt more, I don't want to say welcoming, but for lack of a better term, it did. Like we were being let into this awesome place after hours, and it was just awesome. Like that's all I can say about it. Like the whole entire place is awesome during the day or night, and I definitely want to go back soon.
Oh, for sure.
Whether it be during the day or night.
Yeah, we'll definitely be taking
It's
another
really
trip
awesome.
soon because I've had some urges to go. I've almost gone a couple of times, but then I'm like, nah, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, it's not really that far either. Like, sorry, Aaron.
Plus, I mean, we can't say too much about it on here. We did have that offer if he knocks down that wall in there.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a thing, maybe. We'll find out something about that in the future and not talk about it anymore. Jeff, what about you?
Honestly, that was one of the most fun investigations we've done overall. It was very chill. We just kind of rolled through things. We had a rough plan, and having some guests along like we did, just it made it really fun. I enjoyed myself. I mean, I didn't get any feelings, but that's rare for me, anyways. At least not this time around. Shit, Sam's right. The first time I went there, I did feel kind of a little something while we were there. I don't know. It was fun. I enjoyed investigating there. I would definitely like to go back. It's a cool place.
And you could shop. I mean, we did buy a few things.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We did.
I got a cat skull. What'd you get, Sam?
I got a rabbit's head in a jar.
He's creepy, but he's cool.
I showed that to people at work, and they're just like, why? Like, why not? Like, and if you think about it, it's the white rabbit, right? Alice in Wonderland. What did she say? Off with his head. Because he was late. Yeah. That's the thing to take away from it. He shouldn't have been late.
Yeah.
It was his
Show up on time, or Todd's gonna come put you in his fucking museum.
Exactly.
It's his new job. Like, yeah, you showed up late for work. We're calling Todd.
Like, no, please don't.
He's gonna bring that rusty sword.
Donate your body to science. No, donate your body to. Oh wait, that's gonna sound bad.
Donate your body to Todd.
Donate your body.
Donate your body to Todd.
Alive or dead, he'll take you. What about you, Aaron?
I liked it. I really enjoyed it. First time we went, the smell was really offsetting, but I kind of liked it. Weird. But there was a heaviness there, like almost like you're dizzy right away. But the second time we went, kind of like how you guys all feel. It was more welcoming, opening, maybe just because I already kind of knew what I was getting myself into because I had been there before. But yeah, it was different, but fun. I would like to try to find like another place kind of like that too. Just, instead of haunted place, like haunted objects. Those were just really cool. And the owner was awesome. He's definitely our kind of people. And yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we all love Todd. Can't get enough of Todd.
Yeah, Todd's great. He's like a tater Todd.
What about you, Gary?
Tater Todd.
Now I have something I need to draw.
Tater Todd.
A tater Todd.
Gonna send Todd an autographed picture of Tater Todd.
He's like, why do these weirdos just keep fucking sending me shit?
I mean, there was a picture of me in a bikini in there. That artist picture
I kept
of
that.
me in a bikini.
Oh, wait.
All right. Hold on.
I didn't see.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know if I want to see it. Like, I guess it's coming, and we can't really fight it. It's happening.
Yeah, maybe it's not.
Apparently, somebody drew Gary like one of his French girls, and there's a photo of him. He must have already donated his body to Todd.
He did.
I gotta pull it up on my camera because I don't have it on the computer. I have a picture of it somewhere, and when while you guys are watching, it's just gonna pop up on the screen in the video. I'll just throw it in here when I find it, and then you guys will know what it is. I don't actually have the photo saved on the computer right now, and I reorganized my phone, so I have no idea where I put it. But anyway, yeah, we all love Todd. He's a great guy. Definitely our sense of humor. Like, there was no missing with the joking between us. Like, we all are on the same page. The only awkward part was like, hey, your daughter's here. Like, should we be talking like this? But I guess she's used to it too, so that's fine.
His daughter was pretty awesome too. Future little ghost hunter. She's so cute.
Future ghost hunter, and she's going to be a future wrestler because she wants to become a professional wrestler.
You better watch out. She's coming for all your asses.
And I'm sure growing up in a death museum and a death house, because their house is filled with this stuff too, and a dad like Todd, she's probably going to beat somebody's ass. Probably bring him stuff to display.
Like
She's going to be like the female Undertaker.
That's a good move, though. It's a good move.
Daddy, this guy bad talked you, so I brought you his skeleton.
it's only been 4 hours. How did you get the skeleton?
Don't worry about it.
So our experience is like pretty limited in our discussion on this show right now because we already did a little side documentary about our first visit there. We talk a bit more about it. It didn't change too much between then and our investigation there. The only difference between that first visit and the investigation was we were in there by ourselves with the owner overnight, and we actually just had free roam of the place, and we're talking to whatever may or may not be there. And if we found anything or not, well, we're going to get into that right now because we're going to go into the evidence.
Ghost and ghouls, you're tuned in to the Aftermath podcast. We're about to listen to some strange and unusual files that may actually be the dead speaking from beyond the grave. Sometimes they're so strange, they're difficult to hear. So for the best experience, put your headphones on now.
This time around, we only have audio evidence. We didn't really come across anything on the video that was noteworthy. We did 4 DVR cameras that ran the entire time we were there, and nothing really came up through that. There were some audio glitches. I don't know if it happened in all the cameras because we all reviewed them separately. We each reviewed a different camera. But a few times on the one I was watching, it would like suddenly have this big burst of static out of nowhere. Like the video and stuff didn't go out, didn't glitch, but all of a sudden it would just be like, and then it would go back in. So I don't know if that was, technical error, something going on with the equipment itself, or if there was some sort of interference from something in there. Besides that, no video. We do have some audio, and our first file I have here is Todd is talking to us about an executioner's sword he has in there that was used to decapitate people, cut into spinal columns, and he's like describing the little notches in it and how the blood hasn't been washed off. Sam's talking at this point too, but there is a breath that sounds like it exhales and inhales in the middle of this conversation. Here's that.
They would not clean it.
Okay.
So if you see the little notches in the blade, that is from the vertebra, the spinal cord.
I'm just gonna lick it.
Don't worry, Sam. There's an EVP that involves you licking things.
Oh, fantastic.
I think I say after that too that Jeff was going to put on her gravestone, I shouldn't have licked
Yeah.
it or something like that.
Pretty sure, yeah.
This is a cat baby.
I did notice on the website you can't.
I hear it like right as Jeff's about to talk, like something happens.
Yeah, and seeing the fact that we had a lot of cat, what would you call it? Interaction? Like we keep thinking
We had a
saw
lot of
cat.
experiences where it sounded like and looked like a cat. In fact, it happened before any of our equipment was even hooked up and running yet. As me and Jeff were setting up equipment, we both heard what sounded like a cat, like clear as day in that room. And to me, it sounded like it was right down at my ankle. I looked down and was like, what the hell was that? Did you hear that? Jeff heard it too.
Yep.
Yeah, we kept hearing it throughout the night.
What's interesting about that is Todd did tell us that the day before that, he had his black cat there running around.
Maybe it stirred something up.
For the first time that it's ever been in there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like we kept asking him too, like, are you sure there's not a cat here?
Like the last at least 4 investigations that we've all done together, have we not had like cat
Yeah, that's true.
interactions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we sure it's not like me?
We're not sure of anything. Except that we heard a cat.
Animals always show up around me. I'm just saying.
So we did have those cat experiences, and we do have a few files that back that up. And they were pretty frequent. It was like, I think we had more experiences with a cat than anything else, but we never saw a cat. There was no cat in the building at the time. And he did say that his cat was playing in the area that we were hearing the cat come from.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I believe, was a Aaron file as well. This is Child's Laugh.
On the ceiling.
That's creepy.
So she laughs right after, and you can tell there's a difference. It was not her laughing.
I think in my memory, I remember her laughing, and you hear me laugh after.
She
because
laughs
I
right-
laughed because she laughed, and then she laughed again. Play it again.
On the ceiling.
Yeah, that's me laughing at her laughing like that.
No.
Possibly.
No, that was right up against the audio. That was like it sounded like a very isolated laugh. Like it. Are we talking about the one that's because you hear her say ceiling?
Then she laughs, and then I laugh because she laughed.
Well, I'm talking about the first laugh. Like the first laugh, because she sounds so far away, but the laugh sounds so close.
Or I know the
you
first
what I mean?
laugh is what I'm laughing at. I remember her laughing, and it sounded kind of funny, so I kind of laughed afterwards too. I do remember her laughing at that
It
point.
could very well could be that.
All right.
This one is titled "Eat Me."
Mm-hmm.
That was during our ghost box session, and that was not the ghost box. So something says "eat me."
Eat me.
Not sure why it wants us to eat it. I'm not sure if
There was a bunch of like cannibalistic tribe artifacts there as well.
that is
so.
true. I forgot about that. That ties in. So if you go to the Anatomy of Death Museum and look at the cannibalistic tribe stuff, they want you to eat them. Or maybe they're just repeating their last words. Somebody got in an argument with them, and they were like, you know what, eat me, and then they did.
And they're like, well, you know what? All right. If you're offer it, I'll take it.
This one is titled very generic name, female voice.
Investigation that didn't have some kind of malfunction yet.
I don't know what it's saying, and it's like really fast after Jeff talks. I can't even be 100% sure that wasn't one of you guys talking. It just sounded distant from where we were, because we were actually all near that equipment at that time, and sounded a little further away.
It's interesting.
Very basic EVP here. Help me.
Want me to pick it up?
That was from the ghost box,
Oh.
and it literally sounded like a little girl going, "Help me."
Yeah, that was clear.
Yeah, you can hear the separation between the words.
Help me.
That's creepy.
This one is called "I Hate This." It's right at the end of all of us laughing. It's like a breathy voice. It's like, "I hate this." Like he hates us being there having fun. This one is Sam got a weird telephone call during our investigation. And it was just a voice breathing, or just the sound of someone breathing, and no one answered. It was also like an unrestricted number, like there was no number on the ID that came up. And we were joking, like, "Todd, are you calling and pranking us?" He's like, "I don't even have your phone number." Well, this one is, it sounds to me like somebody said I called.
They're literally breathing. And it came a private number. Okay.
All right.
It's like in the background of this section right here. It's pretty low, but it has some tone to it.
Like a male's voice?
Kind of sounds like a male's voice. Kind of like
Yeah.
like when you talk from like an old person talking from the back of their throat, like, "Hi, cold."
I kind of hear it.
It's not easy to isolate it either. This one, I believe, this is just called Laugh. Sounds like a witch laughing.
It does.
Literally. And none of us are in here at this time. This is one of the points we were taking a break and we were all up at the front of the building.
That sounds like a Halloween decoration. You know?
It is
really
a straight
does.
up Halloween witch.
Like when you walk up to the door and there's something like blowing, like cackling at you.
Like,
Jeff was in the bathroom at that time. He pulled down his pants.
That's when he was taking a spooky dookie.
All right, this is a Laugh 2. It might be the same file. I don't know. That was actually not the same file. It's two separate laughs. Like the first one is almost like the old cartoon villain curling his mustache. He's like, and then the second one is closer to that witch laugh. It's slightly different.
Mm.
So I'm gonna say what I think it sounds like, and you're never gonna unhear it. So like the first sound that you hear is a duck quacking, and then someone's laughing at it.
I can hear that.
Now.
Let's play that again. Duck laugh.
No. See, now I just hear the whole thing is Donald Duck.
That's what I heard too the whole time.
So we got ghost ducks.
That's all I heard was a duck that time.
Ghost ducks.
So on this file, I just titled it Meow Moan.
If anybody should do that, it should be me. There's nothing.
So that sounds like the sound we actually heard in person while we were sitting there. We were like, "What the hell was that?" It kind of sounds like that, but this isn't the one we noticed. So just before Jeff starts laughing in the audio file, you hear this like whiny, like, which could be a cat or a moan. I can't tell.
It kind of sounds like a whimper.
Yeah, that too. That's what actually I thought the one we heard sounded like too, was kind of a whimper.
Yeah.
We always get some moaning crap ever
Yeah.
since Hydro.
Yeah.
But Hydro, we are never gonna top Hydro.
Yeah.
We got full on
Hydro was-
sex on audio in Hydro.
Yes, we did.
We did.
This one, I'm not gonna say the title of it because what I hear is a different language, and it's an actual word I know in a different language. And being that the items in this place were from all around the world, this makes sense. It's not us talking in the background. It's the breathy voice right on top of it.
Sounds almost German. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I hear a French word.
Okay.
I hear merde, which means shit in French.
All
So I'll play it again, see if you guys hear it too. Sounds like it's saying merd.
Yeah, kind of does.
This one's just titled No Kidding. I can't remember what it is till I hear it.
That was aggressive.
So whatever I'm talking about at that point, that grumbly voice comes over like, no kidding.
Yeah, it was kind of aggressive. Like, no kidding.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, it sounds more sarcastic than like, oh yeah, no kidding. No, it's like super aggressive about it. This one is titled, Oh, Get Out.
We'll ask a question, and then we wait.
It sounds to me like an older lady.
Oh, damn.
I believe this is the one of Sam talking about licking stuff. It's titled She Would.
Just gonna lick it. What's with you wanting to lick everything?
So they're agreeing, yeah. They're like, she would.
She would lick it.
She would. They know me too well.
I'm not 100% what this is saying, but I titled it Vulcanizer, and I don't really know what a vulcanizer is, but it's what I swear that's what I thought it said.
Why are you busy? If you come
Yeah, I don't know what that means. In fact, let me Google that. Vulcanizer, someone who vulcanizes rubber to improve its strength and resiliency. Vulcanizer, skilled worker, a worksman.
So a skilled worker with rubber.
Yeah, so somebody who works with rubber.
Oh.
Working with
The
rubbers.
pieces are falling into place. The pieces are
Damn,
falling
Todd.
into place.
Are you really skilled with rubbers?
Are you a vulcanizer? You vulcanizer.
You vulcanizer. You vulcanize it.
You're vulcanizing.
Moose and squirrel, vulcanize it.
Oh, get out, you vulcanizer.
That's my new insult for people. Get out of my face, you vulcanizer.
You fucking vulcanizer.
But I don't know if that's what's being said, guys. That's what I thought was being said. That's the word I heard. And as you can see, I didn't even know what that was. I literally had to go Google it just now.
That's great.
This is, I believe this is the other one from Aaron. It's just the weird call.
Make a noise. Repeat it. So that here comes the noise. And then you make a knock noise that's my phone.
Whoa. Crackle.
That scared me.
That was my phone ring.
That was just because that moment was funny because it literally scared the shit out of us because we're in the middle of telling this little girl how to do something on the investigation. And all of a sudden, this music.
Sam's like, you make this sound, and right as she's knocking, the call comes in.
So no, that was not an EVP.
And then it was a private number, and nobody talked except for breathing.
She's like, you make this sound, knock, 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 do, 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 do.
Is Jason Voorhees just coming?
No, it was the vulcanizer calling you to see if you needed your tires vulcanized.
But I don't speak Vulcanize, so I didn't understand him.
Vulcanese. For
Vulcanese.
all you out there, dude. Not that kind of Vulcan. This one is, where you guys at? Yep. That's I would put that at a class A as well because there's no doubting what was being said there. It literally sounds like a guy with like the old gangster fast speak in the movies. Like, where are you guys at?
Mm-hmm.
This is the one that we all heard in person.
If anybody should do that, it should be me. Because nothing happens to me.
That sounded like a whine.
Actually, that's the same one we played earlier, just my file's a little longer. But that's the one we heard in person. So we did only hear that one in person.
That's pretty cool.
And the thing is, like, the sound came in from between the middle of all of us. Like, it was like right in the center of us. So it literally sounded like someone was like right in front of us, just whining. Not to mention, like, something we didn't catch on tape that none of my audio picked up is an experience we did have. We did hear footsteps walking through this place behind us.
Yeah. I was hoping to catch that also.
Yeah, I checked that area multiple times, amplified audio, and none of the audio picked it up. But we heard it in person. It sounded like boots walking across concrete in the section of the museum that is blocked off. You're not actually allowed to go back there because of the garage door. Like, what was it? Like the health and safety people don't want anyone going back there, so he has to have it blocked off. But we actually heard footsteps back in that area, and we were not allowed to go back there and see or investigate it. Don't know how loud this one is. This is just a whisper.
Right in the beginning?
Right there in the beginning.
It's in the beginning, and then you hear one of us start talking, and then there's like another word added to it. I have no idea what it's saying.
Can't make it out.
Actually, it could be "come near me."
Yeah, I heard like...
It's pretty close.
I hear "go" in the front. Go.
Okay.
But I can't hear what the second part says.
It's whatever it is. The second part is got that R sound towards the end of the first word, like ear, and then me. Come near me, come fear me, come hear me. Final EVP is the one I think was the best find I had. I have this in its original format, and I also have it enhanced for better hearing. But at this point in time in the investigation, we again were not in the area of the equipment. We were taking a break. We were at the front of the building, and we picked this up, and believe it says, "You guys better leave."
I hear like a bunch of shit.
Like, there's something it sounds like. There is a sound before what I'm hearing, the voice. Like, there's something right here, but it's almost like a breath of energy, like, building up to say that. It almost sounded like a breath to me.
That's creepy, yeah.
It's creepy.
It also, it kind of, it doesn't really sound, the last part doesn't really sound like words to me. It just sounds like someone's throwing up. Like, you know, like...
It sounds to me like it's spoken really fast, like, "You guys better leave." In fact, that's the best I can imitate it. There's the enhanced version.
Sounds like it says Gary.
No. You guys better leave. That's what I hear too.
Oh, I keep hearing "You guys better leave." Because the leave is drawn out like... I'm actually going to use this right now because something just fucking touched me in the shoulder blade. Just making sure there's nothing on my chair that fell off or something. No.
Did you say you marked a spot?
Yeah, I just marked the spot on the video because at that point in time, something just poked me in the shoulder blade. I thought my pillow fell down or something, but I don't have a pillow.
Thought my pillow fell, but then I realized there was no pillow to be falling.
Don't be falling on that pillow.
That is all we have for our EVPs. All those will be found on our website, and unfortunately the website is one investigation behind because I thought I already did it, and then when I went to the website to show somebody, I was like, oh, I guess I never put it on the website. Just been very busy lately, and everything else I uploaded, like for Stone Mansion, is everywhere except the website, so I thought I did the website too. So that's not on there yet. It will be up there before this, but this is hopefully going to be out much sooner than our normal schedules for uploading videos, because we are trying this right now on a new platform that should hopefully make it easier for us to get together and do more shows in time, depending on how this turns out. Since this is our first time using it, so far the experience hasn't been bad. I think our only adjustments I've had is like knowing when to stop to let other people talk. It's not as easy doing it over the computer as it is when we're in person and we're able to just keep talking back and forth. It's like we actually have to stop so their microphone picks up on here, but I don't think it's been that bad. It's actually been a pretty cool experience, pretty smooth so far. Started off kind of rocky.
A little bit of
got kicked out all at once.
Some reverb and a little.
But we learn. Yeah, I don't know. I have a death mask behind me, so I haven't really spent that much time in this room since I put the death mask in here. So maybe she's like, "Yo, get out! This is my room."
Could be.
But that is it for us and the Anatomy of Death Museum. We found just those EVP files, those audio files. Nothing on our DVR footage came across. Just, like I said, a few audio glitches, stuff that sounded like voices, but the audio on those cameras sucks, so I could never be definitive on them and say, oh, that's an EVP or that's one of us talking, because us talking sounds like an EVP on those things anyway. And that's what happens with security cameras. They just don't make them in high quality like that at my price level. Just to clarify, it's not because they don't make them, it's because I just can't buy them. But if you guys have some, you want my address, let me know. I will gladly take some better DVR stuff. Go fund me. Go fund Gary. Go fund Division 3 AM. I also want to thank everybody who came out to the Arts and Crafts show out in Ann Arbor, Michigan this weekend. I ran into a lot of you, talked to you about it. You guys took business cards, told me your experiences, and generally we're all around pretty cool people. And a lot of people asking if they go on investigations with us. Do you guys take guests? Do you guys take guests? I've always wanted to do it. It's a common thing we hear all the time.
We weren't invited.
Well, it wasn't my show. Well, her dad paid for it and never asked me if I wanted to go. He just said, hey, I bought you a booth. It's right next to mine. You and Liz can sell crafts. In fact, it wasn't even 2 booths originally. It was just his booth. We were supposed to share it with them. And then one opened the day before. And they called and told him. So we had to call and tell us, you guys got your own booth now. I'm glad it did, because we wouldn't have had room to display anything with just one booth. Those things were small.
We were going to drive up there, but we were like, it's like an hour away.
Talking to everybody was pretty cool. There was another ghost hunting team there. They were selling equipment. Talked to them a little bit about their equipment. That was pretty cool. Don't remember their name, though. I don't even think I grabbed a card. I was just so interested in their equipment that's all I cared about at that time. I got tunnel vision. I was going to steal it and run. But I wouldn't have far to run because I was working there and I was wearing a vendor's badge, so they would have automatically known.
They would have found you.
But it was cool. Thanks for coming out, guys, out there. And it was cool talking to everybody. And the girl who ironically also was wearing an Anatomy of Death Museum shirt. And I'm like, hey, we're filming our show for that tomorrow. We just ghost hunted there overnight. And the face she made was like, what? You guys stayed there overnight? Why? That's a common response we get from people. Why?
I always talk about that, though. Everyone has it's very diverse. It's very split, but it's the same reactions. You either get people that get crazy interested or people who want nothing to do with it.
There is no in between. Literally, not just a, hey, yeah, that's pretty cool. What do you guys got for sale? No, it's either run or get extremely excited about it. But Anatomy of Death Museum, guys, Mount Clemens, Michigan. If you haven't been there yet, go check it out. It is absolutely worth it. Best owner in the world. He's the most lovable guy. Our giant teddy bear, Tater Todd. Go visit him and his museum. Buy some stuff from the shop. Hopefully they stock up soon because they were like in the same amount of stock they had the first time we visited, and that's just because
No. I got a rabbit's head.
True.
They didn't have that.
That wasn't there last time. I buy t-shirts.
Jeff, grab my rabbit's head. Show. Go get it. It's right.
It's time for the rabbit's head to come to the show.
Oh, look. You can't really see it on the camera.
His little droopy mouth.
Lift it up. There. His little mouth.
He looks a little.
Yeah,
He's a little
he has
clear.
no
There we go.
eyeballs.
There we go. What's up, little buddy?
Eyeballs are-
Yeah, he has no eyeballs.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
You want to see my new thing in a jar? Well, it's not really new. I put it in the jar. Let me see. Let me grab it. Hold on. This is the thing I brought on your show that destroyed your world for a little bit.
What? I thought you took it back.
Nope. I did I did a sealing to the jar and I cleansed it, so it's like in here and there's like wax up here. But yeah, it's
What is
chilling
it?
in the.
It's the doll
It's
that
that-
fucking
it's-
tried
Oh,
to get
Jesus
me to kill myself.
Lord. Oh, Lord.
The
Jesus.
legs, the bottom half. Yeah, it's chilling in the jar.
Oh, I know what room not to go in your house.
Well, no, it sits here and it's got like protection inside of it, and then I stick the Palo Santo wood like that. Look, it might have burned a hole in it. It's okay. We'll put that facing down.
Jeff's
It's all right.
Jeff's face when you.
She just in there.
I was like, you kept it. Jeff's face.
I know.
It's like,
Oh.
No,
I know he
was not
He wasn't
about
happy
it.
about it. It's all right.
I got my coyotisco. Is that a dog? Nope, that's a coyote. That's all I thought. My dad gave it to me. My dad's collecting all kinds of taxidermy now, and he's like, here, you can have this skull because it's missing some teeth.
That's cool.
Mm.
Taxidermy is the way to go.
And then I got a dead lady's hair in a book.
A dead lady's hair in a book.
I'm in a little underground ring of oddities collectors now, so I'm coming across some stuff. But this is a old, very old hymnal, and in the pages is this newspaper article. It says death of 2 county women, and the women are Miss Peter Zenner and Miss Hiram Jameson. And where that is at is her hair.
Oh.
One of their hair. I don't know which lady it is, but this was like in this book when they found it. So I bought it.
So I bought a couple pictures, right? So like that's that. Really old timey baby. Kinda cool. This one's like super old.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's on these like old
it's a cabinet card.
the old cards. Well, it's an actual picture on a card.
Yeah, those are called cabinet cards.
That's pretty cool, though. We got this one. It's just a baby. And it says on the back of it, this is Patty Reinsberg something. Like there's old writing like on the back.
Those are
I don't
cool.
know.
Those are pretty cool.
So then there's another baby. This one was pretty creepy.
Oh, yeah.
The way they
She
did
looks-
pictures back in the day. So
Well,
wild.
they had to stand still for so long.
And then I got some of these. Like this one is an actual picture of a kid. Like it comes in like this really old, just like a kid. I don't know. They're all taken from Toledo
Oh, that's even better.
or in Ohio. Like this one is like a card. It has a picture on it.
Uh-huh.
And then this last one I got comes in this like foldy card. And this is just like a picture.
Aw.
Aw.
Like some baby. I don't know. They're really cool.
Yeah, you got some
Yeah,
cool
they're all
ones
from
there.
Ohio.
Good finds. All right, guys. That was a little spin off into our little oddities thing. As we do like to collect the creepy stuff on top of investigating ghosts. So I'm sure you'll see more creepy stuff. If I could, I don't think my camera will stretch, but I actually have a death mask, and she's sitting right behind me, up in that case right there. She's been pretty timid. I don't think she's got anything paranormal attached to her, but I have no name for her, just a time period of late 1800s, maybe early 1900s. She's pretty cool. I just came across her because my dad buys weird military stuff, and this guy just happened to have this death mask, and my dad was like, I don't want that in my house. Don't even bring it near my house. And then he was telling me about it, and I was like, wait a minute, what? How much did he want for it? Where is it? Can we go get it right now? He's like, why would you want it? I don't care why I want it. Can we go get it?
I don't care why.
I don't care why I want it. I just want it.
So my dad bought it for me, and I just had to pay him back.
That's cool.
So if you guys have any oddities out there and you want to get rid of them, there's a few people here who might want to buy them. I don't know if Aaron wants any of that kind of creepy stuff, because whenever she sees it, she's just like, that's really fucking creepy.
We had a couple dolls down in the basement.
I forced a bat skull on her, so
You have a bat skull.
that's crazy.
Anyway, guys, that's a side trip down some oddities, and we might have to do just like a whole separate show on like oddities and stuff we find and weird stuff we see.
Yeah,
That's a whole show by
that'd be
itself.
cool.
Actually, we probably do that soon. Like if this platform works out, that's something we could easily pull off. But that's it for us, guys. Anatomy of Death Museum, like I said, Mount Clemens, Michigan. Go check it out. One of the best owners you're ever going to meet, and one of the coolest places you could check out. And there's just so much history in this place and so much depth. So if you like all that stuff, or if you're just looking to get a date with a goth chick, that's probably where you go. You also get photos on there.
Or if you want to get a date, with a tater tot, you could probably go there.
Todd is single, always ready to mingle, and he plans on staying that way. So if you just want to hang out and have a fun time, maybe one night with a guy.
Why are we pimping out Todd now? Like why are we Todd pimp?
Hey, he let us in, and now we're giving him an in.
Like, go get yourself some of this fluffy guy. Just go
get it.
Go get it.
So head out there, guys. You know where to check us out. We're over on Instagram at Division 3AM. That is, as usual, run by Eerie Erin, and she keeps that going all the time. We're also over on Facebook at Division 3AM.
Are we?
Yeah, there has been no updates on there in a long time, but we're there.
Everybody look at
If
Sam.
you-
Everybody look
If
at
you
Sam.
send us a message or something, we'll probably reply, but it looks like we're dead too.
Oh,
we
we
went to the
will.
Anatomy of Death Museum, and our
Yep.
Facebook died.
Do we want to let them in on where we're going next? Do we want to tease it a little
Sure,
bit?
we could do that because we're gonna just give that away. We're gonna be filming this episode tomorrow night, as long as this all comes out good. But we are finally going to a place that, personally for me, has been my dream place to go investigate. It has been the place I've always wanted to go, and I'll talk more about that when we get to the show. But this is a dream for all of us. This is the holy grail of locations within our hometown. We are going to finally be investigating the Collingwood Art Center. You've seen stuff on our website about it, but that wasn't a real investigation. We were getting a photo shoot done there, and we were secretly investigating while getting a photo shoot. We just had
We have literally wanted to investigate Collingwood forever. Like, me and her have been friends for over a decade, and ever since she's moved to Toledo, one of the first places me and her have gone to do photos or whatever, because we used to do when we were younger and fit. We used to go take cute little pictures and put them on our MySpace. That tells you how. Yeah. So it's one of the places we used to go, and I remember we were one day we were just why don't we go back there at night and just film outside. This was back when you could go around Toledo at night by yourself and you didn't have to worry about, But we went there, and I remember we caught the most chilling EVP that I've personally ever heard that made me absolutely terrified. Is a nun, I'm guessing, giggled into my recorder loud as fuck, and when I heard it, about to piss my pants. but I have been wanting to investigate that location for, it has to be close to 16 years. I can't believe we're actually gonna go. It's gonna be awesome.
It's a dream come true, honestly. I've been trying to get in there for over 20 years and hitting nothing but dead ends, and we're finally fucking going. I could die happy. I might die there happy. We'll talk about it when we actually talk about it on Before the Aftermath, like where it all started for me to want to go there and everything, and we're gonna get in depth on it. But Callowwood Art Center, guys, that's what's next. It's to us our biggest to date. It's probably going to be the milestone for us because it's where we always wanted to go. I don't even care if we find anything. I just fucking finally got to go there. So that's next for us on Before the Aftermath, and that should be coming quite soon after you see this, actually. So be looking forward to that, guys. I already said Facebook, I already said Instagram. We don't have a Twitter. I'm not even going to say we should have a Twitter because it would never be updated. None of us really tweet. I use it for giveaways and contests, and that's it. And to bug Taco Bell about lava sauce. Literally, if you look at my Twitter, that's like 20 tweets, one every month, like bring back lava sauce, assholes. My favorite one was, look, I know we had a rough time, and it's not me, it's not you, but together, we were great, right? Give it another shot. Come back to me, lava sauce. Taco Bell just never responds. You can find us on any place you find your podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, maybe. Not really sure. I don't have an iPhone to check. And Google Podcasts, Stitcher. Actually, don't look on Google Podcasts because I just found out we're not even on there.
He just found out, like just now, like just this. Okay.
So don't go to Google Podcasts. Just go to Spotify or iTunes or something. And now, because Spotify has added video podcasting for everyone, you can watch the video version. I don't even have to upload a separate audio version anymore. Yeah, you get to see the full experience and actually listen to the evidence with us now on Spotify. I don't think you could do that on iTunes, so there's probably going to be an audio version for that too. Check us out on all of that stuff. We will see you guys soon on Before the Aftermath, where we talk about our heading off into Clemens Art Center, and that's going to do it. You know it's you know what time it is. It's 3 a.m. Did you say 5?
What? I did! You know what? Cut that out. Edit. What's that little clipping thing? Like, a little... Okay. Sorry. You know how long it's been since I've done one of these? Okay.
You heard that song recently, didn't you? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Alright.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Anyway, guys, you know what time it is because
3 o'clock.
it's 3 a.m. somewhere.
3 a.m. somewhere.
We got to find out how to sync that up.